What's up, guys? Nate Spear here with Maximum Muscle Report, and we're here with Josh Lenartowicz at the Arnold Classic, straight off a one-year hiatus. How you feeling, man?
Fantastic being here. It's like from the last time I stepped on stage to now, it's been 18 months. So I'm in love with bodybuilding again. I can't wait. I'm like my very first contest. I remember I was so excited to get on stage, and it feels like that again.
Must be a little weird, sort of like deja vu now that you're sort of back on the scene. Not that it was that long, but, you know, a year, it does seem like quite a while to sort of step off the scene. And then now everyone's like, sort of the lights are back on you, you know what I mean? A lot of hype coming into the show as far as like you doing well. So how does it feel like coming back on the scene now?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like for a few reasons that we get forgotten about in Australia, for one, being so far away from the rest of the world, and but also, you know, not with bodybuilding, it's such a short career span, really. Like, some people are only on the scene for 2 years or 3 years and then they quit because it's such a hard, demanding sport without a great amount of reward unless you're right at the top. So, you know, to take a year off, it's almost like people are like, oh, this guy's done and he's forgotten about. But no, I'm still, even though I was away from the sport, I was still training and lifting heavy and doing what I do and doing what I love. So it's cool to be back.
So how was the training coming into this one? I mean, it sounds like now you're more motivated than other just because you sort of fell back in love with the sport. Yeah. So how's the training been? How's the prep been?
Yeah, man, this is what I mean. This prep has been the absolute best prep by far. Like, it was, people probably seen that video where I'm lunging 4 plates aside. It's like 400 pounds. And that was after a big squat as well. So I'm like, everything, it's my lifting, I'm just loving it. Pressing heavy, shoulder pressing heavy. Everything's been cool. And that's the most important thing for me. Like, regardless of the outcome of the contest, I love training again, and that's my thing. Like, to fall out of love with your thing, man, it hurts. And not just that. Like, the whole thing about training is the endorphin release and dopamine release from training. So there's all these positive things going on mentally that you get from training and having a healthy lifestyle that now I'm so happy to have back in my life.
So I've been following along, and I see a lot of motivational videos. Has that helped you sort of, have you like done anything different as far as like your approach, mentality, like sort of being more at ease and sort of like trying to practice more of like a stress-free environment?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like, my life now, in perspective compared to previous years, it's just felt like as hard as hours of cardio is normally, and as hard as being on a restrictive diet is normally, and as hard as lifting heavy on a restricted calorie intake is, it hasn't felt that hard. So, I mean, in perspective, it's made it so much easier. Normally, I'd be complaining to my wife, like, I can't wait till this last leg session. I can't wait till this last deplete meal. You know, I want to start eating again, or can't wait for a cheat meal. I don't even feel like a cheat meal after the contest. Like, I feel like having a bowl of rice and chicken. Like, that's the best place I've been ever for this.
So 100% focused, Josh Lenartowicz is what it sounds like. Yeah. Mentally prepared. So what do we expect from you tomorrow? And what were you coming in at as like a weight?
I think by the time I'm ready on stage, it's probably going to be around 270 now at this point. Could be up to 275, but I doubt it'll be more like 270. Just because I had going on the flight, not having, for a 30-hour transit, I didn't have any carbs and fats, so it's just protein. I dropped a little bit of weight there. So yeah, it could be anywhere around that, but I don't really care as long as I'm in the best shape of my life. And I mean, the outcome here, for sure, I'm going for first place against a phenomenal lineup with phenomenal athletes. So whatever happens, you know, I'm still going for first place. But at the same time, you know, these guys are phenomenal, and no matter where you place, if someone places second, third, or fourth, or fifth, you can hold your head high knowing that this was one of the best Arnold Classic lineups that we've ever had.
I think you're growing one of the biggest fan bases too, so a lot of people want to know what's next after this as far as on the agenda. Any more shows lined up?
Absolutely. Like, I'm in love with competing again, thank God. So I'm doing this, I'm doing the Arnold Classic Australia, and I'm doing the Arnold Classic Brazil. And you know what, we just had this meeting, the athletes meeting, and they spoke about, hey, the girls are always doing all these shows and building up their profile. Us bodybuilders need to get and start doing more shows. And man, that's what I got into it for, to go and compete around the world and meet fans and grow bodybuilding. Like, I want to grow bodybuilding, that's the thing, because it's my sport and my love. So absolutely, man, like any show that I can do, I will do. Yeah.
Nice. Well, we're glad you're back in love with the sport, and we're going to look out for Josh this weekend.
Thanks,
Good
man.
luck.
Pleasure for the interview, man. Thank you, and thanks so much for watching and supporting, and appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, awesome. We're out.
Thanks so much, brother.
homie.
Man,
Yeah.
you are so